There are many ways to look good, and some common things like cosmetic injectables have a lot of misconceptions surrounding them. So we've got Miss Jamie Strickland here from About Face Aesthetics and Wellness to kind of talk about some of the myths and reasons why some people may be a little scared when they hear fillers.
Absolutely. So the running theme in our office is subtle enhancements. One of the biggest things that people don't understand is when they age, and sometimes it's genetics as well, is there is lack of or loss of symmetry. So if you think about it, you can always say, oh, this eyebrow is higher, this eyebrow is lower, this cheek has more definition, this cheek does not. And so my goal is when you come in, and you could come in and say, what do I need? And that can lead down a road of all of these things that can be overwhelming for people. But it also can be a chance for us to talk about what we can do to enhance your natural look, but maybe fine tune it and create that balance and that symmetry. So for example, if you came into me and you said, oh, I want my lips done. And I'm like, okay, well, let's think about it. You, a layperson, would think, I'm just gonna think about my lips in this area.
Right.
But when I look at you, I think of your lips as this. So I'm gonna look at, you know, the projection of your chin, the symmetry of your chin, with a facial, with a female, like, you know, just demure chin. You don't want a big block chin that is very like masculine looking.
Right.
So I always take those things into account. And you may come in and say, you know, I'm going to get my lips done today, and walk out and I never touched your lips because I did other things to enhance your lips. And you may never need lip filler. You may never need, you know, chin filler. You may never need any of those things that you see that you need. But when I get finished, I'm going to say, okay, let's look at your cheeks. Let's look at your chin. Let's look at your temple. Let's look at your jawline, because let's accentuate areas that are going to play up on other areas and create that balance.
See, that's why I love that, because you can easily make money and do whatever and just plump the lips up, but you're like, what if we're looking here instead? And that's why your lips maybe looked smaller or not as full.
Exactly.
Because this was a little mess, and instead you can fix something here instead of.
Absolutely, yeah. The biggest joy that I get out of after a consultation or, you know, an appointment with someone is they come in and they have this one thing they want fixed, and then I do something totally different, and they're like, I never knew that I needed this or that I could have this done. And I'm like, yes, I'm winning today. Like, yes.
It's working.
Yeah.
Is there one thing that people, you know, women or men, because do men get fillers?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, is like, when would you be like, okay, you definitely probably could use a little filler action?
So what I always tell people is the process of aging. I'm not a magician and I'm not a surgeon, and I can't stop the aging process, but I can do things to camouflage those effects. There's 3 things you lose as you age. You lose skin laxity, you have bone resorption, and then you have fat pad loss and volume. So all of those things can cause volume loss here. They can accentuate, and people say, oh, I have this like mad face, like the jowls and stuff. Well, all that is you've had a downshift of those things that in your 20s were just in the right place. But as we age, we lose that support.
Yes. And
so people will say, can you fix this right here? And I'm like, okay, well, let's look at filler up here.
Now let's start here.
Yeah, and they would have no clue. The misconception is that, oh, you're gonna fix and put filler here. That actually makes you look more heavy. Let's correct the cause of this. And so when you start there and lay the foundation, you know, at the end of the day, you'll never have filler here potentially, because we fixed what caused this
to do that.
Yeah, jowling effect right here.
I know you said you weren't a magician. Can you help correct if maybe someone has gotten too much things that they shouldn't have? Can you help correct that?
Yes, there's a product that we naturally have in our body that we can dissolve hyaluronic fillers. So if someone comes in and they have had, like for example, lip filler placed in another facility, another injector, and they say, oh, I want more filler. And I'm like,
Actually,
no, let's correct what needs to start with a clean plate. Let's take that lip filler, let's dissolve it, And then in a couple of weeks, you're going to come back and we're going to place new filler, because I'm doing you a disservice if I place filler on top of old filler in your lips, especially because our mouths move so much.
Right.
You have that muscle contraction, and it can push the filler actually into, like I call it, a filler mustache.
Oh gosh.
Like nobody
We're
wants a
looking
filler
at
mustache.
some. No, look, these are like treated versus untreated.
Exactly.
And you can see such a difference, especially that lip pick. That was,
Yes, and this is my dear friend that came in and said, just fix my face, and that was over like a 6 and 8 month period.
oh my gosh.
And so when I showed her before and after, she was just instantly amazed. And she was like, I didn't know I looked so bad. And I'm like, you didn't
You
look
didn't look
bad.
bad, but
You didn't
but
look
look
bad.
how like fresh and stuff her skin looks
Exactly,
there.
exactly. And she was like, you took 10 years off my face. And I'm like,
You're welcome. That's what I do. You're welcome.
Yes.
Don't you have friends about face aesthetics and wellness? That's where you need to go. Where are you located? Jamie?
We are located in Union, South Carolina on Main Street. Our office hours are from 10 to 6 on Tuesday through Friday. We have select appointments on Monday and Saturday for those that can't quite make it in. So.
Yes. Well, we appreciate it. We love when you come on. You always keep it real, and that's why we enjoy you. So thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
girl. So much fun.